Yeah, because like the fight in between, like, or before and after ads phase, like, feels really like standard, right? Like, it's got your, like, it's I love the giving you the wings and making you fly across the arena. I think that's a great mechanic. Yeah, this is really only solvable one way. We just did, so this is kind of sketch because I don't know what like the standard like strat or like party finder strat for this is. We kind of just used eyes. We just spread into clock spots. Our healer is in the middle, and then we just kind of stacked. And I mean, it worked. So we just kind of collapsed. I imagine if you do something like go clockwise until you hit a player that might actually be the play. Go clockwise until you hit a player who you need to stack on or something like that. No, because then what if it's, nah, never mind. That's not gonna work. Anyway, so yeah, so dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if it was like performance anxiety or what, but my team started doing these cactus dodges in the middle. I was getting hit like a motherfucker when we were all dancing or all dodging up north. As soon as they started doing it, dude, me and Sophie were up here just vibing. I became like ultra instinct cactus dodger, dude. I would never got hit. Like, you see, look at some of these dodges that I do on this clear specifically, dude. I fucking do some crazy shit. I think it's this one right here, where I'm like, that's some ping privilege right there. But yeah, we sent the people east and west here. These two are always healers, so you can have static spots for those. I got hit by something and it hurt really bad, so I literally opened my character sheet mid combat to see if I have broken gear. Yeah, we always just did party takes the northwest. So the way it works here is the short deformations. The short deformations are always a tank and a DPS. So we just had the DPS go east, the tank go west. And then the long deformations are always the two healers. So you can just have them go. What we did is we had the party, where is it? So we had the party always go northwest clockwise, taking the first safe spot. And then the healers would do southwest counterclockwise. One of them would take the first spot, one of them would take the second spot. So the party was basically always north, and then the two deformations would fill in the gaps. Then this mechanic, dude, I love this mechanic. So this mechanic is role based. So all the DPS will get one thing, all the healers will get, or supports will get another thing. So we just did RMMR in like a line. We'd have the DPS drop theirs in here, the supports drop theirs here, or vice versa. This snapshot's where you're looking in a kind of janky way, so it's easy to fucking grief your team. We had some brief issues with that for sure, but I think we solved it pretty quickly. We solved those issues pretty quickly. Also on reclears, I am making the tanks run through for this. Like, let me and the healers stand here and cast, and then tanks should run through here, IMO, and take the buster on the other side of the boss instead of making the party move behind the boss. IMO. But I had the thought during prog, but I was like, I don't want to change it, because by the time I had it, it was already a very stressful prog experience because of the ads phase. Yeah, so then we get to Soul Sugar. Man. Oh, so brief aside, I got this beautiful comment Such a shame. I go to see a POV and you've got plugins running. Not even AoEing with the 2 paint spells either? Do all cheaters just tunnel vision and single target DPS? First of all, what plugins am I running? Does he think that these are does he think this is like a UI plugin and not just like a customized like vanilla UI? I don't understand. The only plugin that's visible here is the fact that Simple Tweaks has my chat bubble up here instead of down here. And if you think that's cheating, you need to fucking log off immediately. Because like, what the fuck, bro? You need to log the fuck off, brother. AoE's literally bait in this phase? That's the thing. Okay, so the other thing is I do AoE. All right, so to break this down, you've got the Moos, the Yans, the Cats, and then later the Rays and the Jabberwocks. So the Cat is just a little asshole. He jumps around, he steals your LB, and then if he isn't killed fast enough, he just explodes you with a giant meteor. So we basically just had the range hard target him. When he landed, we'd have the melee throw a couple GCDs into him. The Yan is just a tank ad, basically. If he gets too close to the boss, he gets damage up and just fucking destroys everyone. And the Moos just enrage after the boss casts an AoE. It's basically what it is. So our priority here first is killing the Cat. Then I work on the Moos for a little bit while we're waiting for the next set to spawn. You'll see here plenty of AoE, plenty of cleave right there. Watching Harm get ass blasted by the Yan has been fun, dude. The memes with the Yan have been fucking amazing. So yeah, dude, targeting this guy was like my fucking nightmare. Like, look at how I have to like, I actually resorted to clicking on him because tabbing was not working for me. Like I would tab and I would fucking target some ad in fucking M7. So I just click on them. So these guys, it's really annoying to pick them up, but I think the first person to hit them picks them up, they tether to you, and they start dropping puddles on you. So something worth noting that's incredibly annoying is that the Vuln for this look at that. It snapshots so early before the puddle drop. So, boom. Vuln, 1, 2. 2 seconds it takes for that to show up, and it moves with you. If you see that 8 show up and then you move over here, it goes here. It's fucking ass. These just give you a dropsy if you stand in it. They give you a vuln, so you gotta keep them away from the tank. Dude, we had a couple of really fucking annoying wipes to our tanks getting snapshotted by these, and it was just so annoying because it was like nobody's fault. It was just that these guys are jank as fuck. So yeah, so priority number 2 after killing the Cat is killing these to preserve arena space. So we're all mostly just single targeting these as soon as they pop up. Then once again, if you got a little free time and you can, we see Jin and Mira run over here and start cleaving these guys down. Cat spawns, but you can let him chill for a little bit because then this Jabberwock spawns. He targets, I think it's the closest healer, and roots them. They can still do stuff, but they're rooted. And he just starts making a slow beeline. Something I loved is that you can actually stun him. We tried to sleep him, but that unfortunately did not work. I thought that would be so funny, like some fucking WoW ass strategy to just fucking sleep the dude until you can deal with him later. But unfortunately, you cannot sleep him, but you can stun him. So we just had some chain stuns on him. First stun was here from our tank, and then the second 2 stuns we made sure were in the range of here so that we could get some cleave off on the Moos as well. And like, I just love, like, this is not the type of strategy that you normally need to cook up in a Final Fantasy XIV Savage fight, right? Like, trying to figure out like optimal placement for stuns so you can cleave ads. Like, what? That's not like Final Fantasy is like you target the boss, you full send your single target kit into the boss, never doing any, like there's never any kind of like optimization like this. And it just was so fun to learn and figure out. It's stressful as fuck. It's so hard because the check is really tight to do all of this in time. Because this second one is definitely the hardest part. Like this second set with the Jabberwock and the Moose is definitely the hardest part of the ads phase. IMO. So then you just you kill the Jabberwock, you finish off the Moose, then that second cat spawned. You need to get him down because he's jumping around being a little shit. So you gotta finish him off. While you're finishing him off, another set of 2 rays, and I think another Yan and another set of Moose. Yeah, another set of Moose all spawn. So Moose, same as rays, same as before, but unfortunately, so we finish off that second cat, then you got to go straight for the Jabberwock. Yeah, the autos hit really hard. I love that the cat's AoE is called I Crave Violence, by the way. I think Sophie actually dies here. Cause yes, so we stun him, but unfortunately we just barely, I think, yeah, we fail to kill him. So Sophie does die here, but it's all good. So what we did, we were originally doing Jabberwock, Cat, 2 Moose, and it was a fucking clown fiesta. So we swapped to killing the southeast ray to free up my movement and free up the space. And then so we would kill, because a lot of the times the cats jump, if I'm baiting this guy and the cat's jumping around, he's jumping out of my range and canceling my casts, and it's super fucking annoying. So I would say if you're having trouble with this and you're trying to kill the cat before the 2 rays, kill your caster's ray first, then kill the cat, then kill the other ray, because you have time. So that's what we did. We hard single target funneled into this ray to free me up and free up some space. But like, look at this, dude. This is a fucking dumpster fire. Then hard focus the cat. So that was his enraged cast, the Hangry Hiss. So you gotta kill him before he does that. Then we finish off the ray. Dude, this phase is 2.5 minutes long. That's crazy. Finish off the Moose. Help out poor Cascalane down here who's getting fucking trucked by these Yans. And then finish off the last set of Yans. So just a super stressful phase. And then end it with a set of arrows that you gotta dodge. Pretty simple. And then honestly, after that, like, you're kind of done. Like, I know the boss is still at like 45% health, but like you are effectively in the victory lap, because the final phase is not that hard at all. It's rough on movement. I think I die here. Yeah, so I get clipped here. So there's just either stacks or spreads with the arrows. So if you got the stacks, you stand in the water. If not, you spread out. We just had static spread spots that we kind of shifted around based on where the arrows were, because there are 2 patterns. So that flash is a twister. Welcome back, UCOB. So we did that super messily, but thankfully the DPS check for the actual boss is not that hard. The ads phase is super tight, but the boss DPS check is not that hard. especially if you have good cleave. Like if you have like, that's why we brought in a Viper, because Viper just fucks on this fight. So yeah, this, you got the Cloud from normal mode moving around. 2 people are gonna get these bait markers. It's gonna make the entire platform unsafe and also do like a little AoE around them. So we just sent supports left, DPS right of the safe bridge. Not a fun time for a 2-minute window, gotta say. Not my favorite 2-minute window of all time on Pictomancer. I imagine you can do some tech with your Leylons that will at least cover 2 of the 3 bridges, but this was only like our 3rd or 4th time here. So, we were just still kind of figuring it out. But I imagine if you place your Leylons like here, you can probably reach these 2 bridges and at least have like decent coverage, and then just use your hammers when you happen to be on the 3rd bridge. But yeah, you see I'm just like super safety gaming here. And then just a stack, this is not a fire stack, it's just it's a pudding stack. So you just stand on the bridge, take the stack. And then the very last mechanic here, you split up pudding stack. Yeah, it's called pudding party or something. So this, you get, so the first set of towers is static. It's always 4 towers here, 2 here, 2 here. So you split up your range, your healers, and your tanks and melee down here. So this, we learned, is baited. I think it could be on either the 2, it might be the 2 farthest players. So we had me and Sophie stand here. We had Lily and Murrow stand up here to bait the stack, and then they just came down to us. These towers can drop in like slightly different configurations. They can drop like, they can spawn like vertically like this as well. So you just have to drop these lingering AoEs so that they're not in the towers, because they do some damn. And then you gotta wait for the twister, welcome back UCOB, and do that. You get another wing mark, which just gives people it gives people the wing debuff. So this can spawn, again, different configuration. This can spawn in different configurations. So we got the 4-2-2 pattern. It can also be all 8 towers on one side. So if that happens, the people that are on this platform just need to stand in the corner and go like that so they stay on the same platform. But we just, otherwise it's a pretty logical way. You just have, if you're on a tower with 2, you take the other tower with 2. If you're on a tower with 4, you look at the place where there's already 4 people and go there, or where there's already 2 and go there. You get what I'm trying to say. You just kind of fill it in. So the 4 people went here to the 4 tower. The people that were on the 4 tower went to where we are, and we went to where the 2 is. Unfortunately, Hiso instead went into the wall, so we tank LB'd this. He didn't go into the wall, but he didn't go to his tower. So we tank LB'd this. We live pretty easily. Lily dies though, 07. And then it's pretty much just, it's a little bit of a victory lap. You get the sticky moose. Again, you get the first mechanic. You get a tank buster, first mechanic. We played this Giga Save. I stand there not casting for like 3 full seconds. Kill the boss. Man, what a fucking, what a vibe check this fight was.